For personalized astrology reports and interesting vlogs, make sure you click on my original and correct website, and that's www.vedicoraclebyKadambari.com.
Sometimes I believe in as many as 6 impossible things before breakfast. 1. There is a potion which can make you shrink. 2. There is a cake which can make you grow. 3. Animals can talk. 4. Cats can disappear. 5. There is a place called as Wonderland. 6. I can slay the Jabberwocky. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're a new subscriber, hello there, welcome to the Vedic Oracle family. So first of all, I would like to wish you all a very happy new year. I wish that this coming year of 2019 would bring a lot of strength, peace and prosperity in your life. So today in this video, we'll be talking about one of the most awaited, no, I think awaited would be the wrong word, the most concerned transit of this year, and that's Saturn and Ketu together. Yes, these two planets are coming together this year in the sign of Sagittarius. Well, in this video, we'll be focusing more on how these two planets together will work in the sign of Sagittarius, okay? We'll be focusing more on what kind of results this conjunction can bring for us. And then there will be a second part to this video where we'll be analyzing this placement ascendant wise, how this placement, how this transit will work for you according to your ascendant. If you're a subscriber to my channel from long time, you're already aware of this fact that my videos are incomplete without examples, motivational talks and storytelling. Well, I am a storyteller and I just love to talk and talk. So in today's video, I will take an example. I'll take a story as an example to tell you how this conjunction of Saturn and Ketu in Sagittarius actually works. So Alice in Wonderland, one of the most popular story from children's book. It is a fantasy story. And this story is a perfect metaphor, a perfect example to tell you how Saturn and Ketu together in Sagittarius will work for you. So if you're not into motivational things or listening to stories, then I would suggest that this video is not for you, or maybe this channel is not for you. But 2 to 3 days ago, someone just complained on one of my videos saying that my video is too long and there is more of motivational and philosophical things. I'm not literally focusing on the planetary placement, okay? See, certain planetary placements are negative and it's very hard for people to accept it. I cannot directly slap on your face and tell you that, okay, this thing is negative. Your life is now ruined because you have a negative placement. We need stories, we need motivational talks, we need a different approach to tell people that, okay, this thing is negative. And through stories, okay, through motivational talks, I can convey you the message, okay, this thing is negative, but don't focus only on the negative side of this. Through storytelling, we can send a message to people that, okay, there is a positive aspect to this placement too. The conjunction of Saturn and Ketu is considered as the toughest conjunction, the most difficult conjunction in Vedic astrology. Planet Saturn is itself a natural malefic planet, and so is Ketu. It is the dragon's tail or the southern node. So whenever these two planets come together, definitely they bring chaos, they bring tragedy, they bring difficulty. And that's why I always prefer storytelling, I always prefer motivational talks in order to explain such placements. And after all, Ketu brings out the very knave child within us. So, yes, let's talk about the story from Alice in Wonderland. A young girl named Alice Kingsley escaped her own engagement party because she was unsure about her relationship, she was confused, and suddenly she fell into a rabbit hole. Well, she was curiously following a rabbit who was holding a clock. So that fall through that rabbit hole ended up in a weird room, a very big room which had many doors. So eventually she finds out a table which had a golden key on top of it. So Alice started to, find a passage out of that room. So she started trying that key on every door, but she failed. But trying again and again, finally that golden key opened up a small door, like a 16 inches door, a very small door, and it was impossible for Alice to pass through that door. And across that door, she could see a beautiful place which is green, which has rainbows, absolutely a beautiful, promising place. So eventually, she finds out a potion which can shrink her, reduce her into a small doll. So after consuming that potion, Alice shrinked into like a 10 inches doll, and she was now perfectly in a perfect size to pass through that door. But again, there's a problem. She just forgot that key on table and she has to retrieve it back. But now she is too small to reach out for that key. And then she find out a cake which can make her grow. So yes, the cake and the potion, both of these things helped her to go through that door. Expansion and yes, reduction. These two things were necessary for her to pass through that door. Once Alice reached the Wonderland, the place beyond that small door, everyone, every creature of the Wonderland was waiting for her to slay a demon named as Jabberwocky. Okay, she was destined to kill that demon. By killing the demon known as Jabberwocky, Alice gained back her confidence. Now she knew the purpose of her life. So, slaying of a demon over there and her journey to that wonderland helped her to understand her purpose. And Alice actually visited the wonderland during her childhood, but she didn't remember that part. And now she's back there again to, achieve something which will be very useful in her future. Planet Saturn is a portion which can make you shrink, it can reduce you. It's a planet of limitations, restrictions, and constrictions. Saturn is a portion which will shrink your ego, it will reduce your ego. Because you need to get rid of that ego in order to explore different avenues of your life, different possibilities. You have to shrink your ego in order to explore your true potential. Conjunction of Saturn and Ketu in the sign of Sagittarius would bring chaos and difficult situations. We have an inborn resistance towards such difficult things and tough situations, so we always try to escape or run away from such things. And running away would lead to a fall into the rabbit hole, which means deeper levels of anxiety, depression, and difficulty. You will end up into a certain situation, you will end up into a room which had many doors, but you're unable to pass through any of the door. You may land up into a place where there is a lack of opportunities, or even though there are opportunities, but you fail to acknowledge them, or you just fail to make the best use of those opportunities. See, planet Saturn is the portion which makes you shrink. It's something which makes you humble. It shrinks your ego. It is also the karmic planet. Saturn is the ruler of karmic debts. Okay, it has all the receipts of your actions from past life. Okay, and then Ketu is itself the ruler of time. Ketu is like a storage device. It has all your data from your previous lives, and it's still storing all that data, and it will store everything in future. Ketu is initiation, it's ending, and it's the initiation after the ending. So yes, these two planets in the sign of Sagittarius are going to take you to a journey which will help you to understand yourself better. Together, these planets will take you to a place called Wonderland, where you have to reap the fruits of your past life actions. There is a lesson from your previous life which needs to be decoded in this life, because that lesson will help you to grow, it will help you to expand, it will help you to understand the purpose of your life, where you have to go, how to achieve things. And that's why you have to go into that past life domain area. See, Alice went to Wonderland previously also in her childhood, but she didn't remember anything. And we don't remember our past lives. We never ever remember that. Only Ketu stores that. So whenever the ruler of time, that is Ketu, and the planet of karma, that is planet Saturn, comes together in the sign of Sagittarius, they will take you to a long distance journey, spiritual journey. See, Sagittarius represents the ninth house, the house of spirituality, dharma, long distance journeys, okay, higher learning. So yes, it will take you to a place, a long distance journey, where you will decode a lesson from your previous lives, which is required in this life to understand yourself. And this lesson will leave an impact on you for a longer period of time. The sign of Sagittarius is the home to three nakshatras: Mula, Purva Ashada, and Uttara Ashada nakshatra. But Saturn has already moved away from the Mula Nakshatra. Right now, it's in the Purva Ashada Nakshatra. So Saturn and Mula have already taught you the necessary lesson. You have to listen to your inner voice, and you have to straight away cut off all those relationships, all those situations which are binding you. Okay, you have to release yourself from such unnecessary things which do not serve you any longer. Whereas Ketu is a retrograde planet, it will move from Uttara Ashada to Purva Ashada. From Purva Ashada, it will go to the Mula Nakshatra. Mula is itself the nakshatra of Ketu. So Ketu over there, this journey of Ketu to the Mula wants you to explore yourself, explore your roots. What are you made of? You have to go back and see the lessons of your previous lives in order to, use those lessons in this life and work efficiently. As we know, Saturn is already transiting the sign of Sagittarius, and it will be there till 24th of January 2020. And Ketu will transit into the sign of Sagittarius on 23rd March 2019. So this conjunction of Saturn and Ketu will start from 23rd March 2019, and it will last up to 24th of January 2020. And during the month of September of this year, these two planets will come in a very close conjunction. Around the mid of September, Ketu and Saturn will be very close, and I think that will be the peak time of this conjunction. The month of September would be intense and difficult. Moreover, it will be the month of transformation because these two planets will be very close to each other in the nakshatra of Purva Ashada. If you already have this conjunction in your birth chart, then this transit would be, a life-changing event in your life. Also, Saturn Ketu together are considered as a very spiritual placement, whether it's in a horoscope or whether it's in the terms of transit. It definitely enhances the spiritual quotient. But there is a catch to this situation. See, Ketu is a very spiritual planet, but Saturn with Ketu tends to, decrease the faith on the divine. Have you watched the movie Man of Steel? Well, there is a dialogue. First, you have to take the leap of faith, and the trust part comes later. So, Saturn over there with Ketu tends to take away the trust on divine, the faith on divine. Maybe because of the difficult situations, your faith on God, the faith on the higher power may get disrupted. And that's why the faith is tested in this situation. But definitely you will regain on that trust and faith, and it will make you more and more a spiritual person. Okay guys, it's time to conclude this video, and I'll definitely post one more video where we'll discuss about this transit with respect to your ascendant, how this transit will affect you individually, okay, according to your ascendant. So if you like this video, do put a thumbs up, and if you're new over here, do subscribe. Till then, goodbye.